Hello everyone, I am Premraj Jayaprakash. Welcome to AI All Around. I'll be straight with you. Some mornings I wake up and open my phone and immediately I feel behind. There is a new AI tool trending or another framework I never heard of. Another LinkedIn post from someone of my age talking about something they built over the weekend using tools that was introduced last week. And I sit there thinking, am I supposed to learn all of this? Because here is the honest truth. I am over 50. I have a full-time job managing 50 plus engineers. I have responsibilities at home. I am not a fresh graduate with 12 hours a day to play with every new tool. And I don't want to compete with 28 years old who knows the most of the tech stacks. Maybe you feel the same way. You have been in IT for 20, 25, maybe 30 years. You have seen more technology come and go than most of the people in your team. And yet right now, there is this quite uncomfortable voice in the back of your head. Am I going to survive in this AI wave? I want to answer that question today. Directly, honestly, without any hype. Because I had the same fear and question myself. And I came to the realization that we got an excellent opportunity in front of us in this AI shift. You don't need to learn everything. You need to learn the right things. They are far fewer than what you think and far more powerful. And I'm in the same boat. Here are 5 things I personally focus on. And none of them require you to compete with the freshers. Let's get into it. Strategy 1. Learn the right tools, not all the tools. When people say learn AI tools, I know what picture comes to mind. A mountain of things you are supposed to know. ChatGPT, Cursor, Copilot, Claude, Gemini, Blockchain, Midjourney. That list never ends. And if you are 25 with free time, sure, learn all of it. But that's not us. So here is what I actually do. I pick 2 tools, just 2. Tools that directly make my existing job easier. And I got really comfortable with those before even I looked at anything else. Tool number 1, Cursor. It's an AI code editor. You describe what you want in plain English, it writes the code. Now, I haven't written the production code day to day in many years. My role is architecture and strategy. But with Cursor, I can prototype the solution myself before I take it to my engineering team. I don't do any more whiteboard diagrams. My credibility with my engineering team actually went up because of this. You don't need to become a developer again. You just need enough to validate your own thinking. Cursor gives you that. Tool number 2, Microsoft Copilot. I prefer Copilot as we are already using many of the Microsoft tools. I believe your company almost certainly already runs Microsoft 365 and you are using Teams, Outlook, Word and PowerPoint. Copilot is already sitting inside all of these tools. You don't need to install anything new, no new login, no new app, it's already there. You just need to turn it on. Here is what it does in your meetings. It joins your team call silently. It transcribes everything in real time. And before you have even left the call, it hands you over a clean summary, key decision, action item, who said what. It even drafts your follow-up email. I manage a large team. The time I used to lose for post-meeting write-ups were huge. Copilot gave those hours back to me. I redirect them into actual strategic work. The stuff that actually moves the needle. And beyond meetings, Copilot work inside Word, PowerPoint and Outlook too. Ask it to draft a project proposal. Ask it to summarize a 40-page document in 2 minutes. Ask it to rewrite an email so it sounds more executive friendly. These are the things we are already doing every single day. Copilot just does them in a fraction of time. That's it. 2 tools, not 20. The mindset I want you to take from this is very simple. You are not trying to become an AI engineer. You are trying to become an AI amplified version of experienced professional, which you already are. Your action this week: download Cursor, it's free to start, and if your company has Microsoft 365, open Teams tomorrow and turn on Copilot. Use it for your next meeting. Don't overthink, just try it once. Strategy 2: stop underselling what you already have. This one is really important, maybe the most important one in the whole video. A lot of us, including myself here, we have fallen into this habit of quietly apologizing for our age in professional settings. We say things like, I am not as technical as younger team members, or I haven't kept up with the latest frameworks. Stop doing that completely. Here is what I want you to understand about the AI era specifically. AI tools produce output that looks right, sounds confident, and passes a surface check. But here is a secret nobody talks about. Someone still needs to decide if the output is actually correct for the situation. Whether it fits the organizational constraints, will it create a problem 6 months from now that nobody is seeing today? That evaluation requires something which AI cannot provide. It requires the experience of shipping or deploying a real software, watch them fail, rebuild them, survive the organizational politics around them. That's not a technical skill. That's the pattern recognition built over decades of real consequences. And here is the honest reframe I want you to make. The younger engineers on your team may be faster with new tools, but you know how the organization actually works. You know which decisions will create a political problem. You know which vendor is going to underdeliver. You know when something that looks good on paper mostly going to create a problem in production. That's not just experience, that's the wisdom, and wisdom is genuinely rare right now. Your action this week: write down 3 moments from the last year where your judgment, not your technical skills, made a real difference. A risk you caught early, a project you made it correct, a decision you course corrected. Quantify it where you can and put it on your LinkedIn. Make what has been invisible to visible. Strategy 3: learning 30 minutes a day. That's all. I know this one feels heavy because the honest version of this is, after a full day of work, after managing your team, after everything outside of work, the last thing most of us want to do is study. I get that. I live that. So I'm not going to tell you to do a boot camp. I'm not going to tell you to get a master's degree. All I am going to ask you, 30 minutes a day, that's the whole ask. 30 minutes is 1 coffee, 1 lunch break, the first 30 minutes before your household wakes up. It's genuinely manageable. And here is the math that makes me take it seriously. 30 minutes a day is 182 hours per year. That's more than 4 full weeks of focused learning without touching a single weekend. Now, here is the part that's specifically important for us as 50-year-old IT professionals. What should those 30 minutes actually cover? I want to map this to experience you already have. Pick the one that fits your background. If you are a cloud architect, learn how AI platforms like AWS Bedrock and Amazon OpenAI plugs into existing cloud infrastructure. You already know all these foundation concepts. This is just the new layer on the top. Infrastructure or operational background, focus on AI observability, monitoring AI systems in production. That is SRE applied to AI. You already know how to do this, the domain just shifted. QA or testing background, AI evaluation is your direct translation. Testing AI output for accuracy and reliability, that is quality engineering for the new AI era. Program or project management background, learn enough about AI deployment to lead enterprise rollout. You don't need to build AI, you need to manage the humans adapting it. You see what I'm doing here? I'm not asking you to start everything from ground zero. I'm asking you to extend from where you already are. This is completely a different ask, and it's the one we can all actually do. So, for your action for this week, block 30 minutes on your calendar tomorrow. Recurring, non negotiable. Start a Google AI Essential on Coursera. It's a good course. I like it. That's 10 hours of total. At 30 minutes a day, you finish it in first 3 weeks. That's your new assignment. Strategy 4, let your expertise find people. Most career advice videos say go to conferences, network, shake hands, collect business cards. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think that's the right move for most of us at this stage. The idea of flying somewhere, standing in conference hall, making small talk with strangers when you have 25 years of real knowledge sitting inside you, it just feels backward. So, here is my strategy number 4. Instead of going out to find the opportunity, make opportunity come to you. The way you do this is by putting your expertise online consistently, specifically, and honestly. I'm not talking about becoming a social media influencer. I'm talking about something much simpler. Once a week, just once, write a LinkedIn post about something real from your actual work. It doesn't need to be long, it doesn't need to be polished. Something like, here is the mistake I see enterprises make when adopting AI tools, or we hit the exact problem in our cloud migration this week, here is how we solved it. That's it. One post, specific, honest, from your real experience. Here is what happens when you do this for 2 or 3 months. Recruiters start finding you instead of you hunting for roles. Junior engineers tag you in questions because you sound credible. People in your organization see you differently as someone thinking about what's coming, not just managing what's already there. You have spent 25 years accumulating knowledge. Thought leadership is finally letting others to see it. And here is something else I would add. Teaching something once a month. A quick lunch and learn for your team. A one-page guide on something you know well. Teaching forces you to synthesize what you know, and it makes your expertise visible to people above you, not just around you. So, your action for this week. Write one LinkedIn post about one thing you know better than the most people in your field. Write it like you would explain to a smart colleague over a lunch. Post it, see what happens. Strategy number 5. The roles being built for you right now. But here is what almost nobody is talking about. AI is also creating entirely new roles. And this is the one I really want you to sit with. We spent so much energy worried about which jobs AI is taking away. And that fear is real, that disruption is real, and lot of those roles looks like they are designed specifically for someone with 20 plus years experience in IT field. Let me walk you through 3 of them now. Role number 1, AI program manager. Every company right now is trying to roll out AI tools. Either it's going to be a Copilot, AWS AI services, custom internal chatbots, and honestly, most of those rollouts are a mess because nobody with enough experience is managing the deployment. Things like coordinating between IT, legal, HR, and the business, managing vendor contracts, handling change management process with teams who are already worried about the technology. That is IT program management, but applied to a new context. If you have managed complex enterprise programs, you can step into this role right now. You don't need to understand how to train AI models. You need to understand how to run a complicated organizational program. That's already in your toolkit. Role number 2, AI governance lead. This one is growing fast and most people haven't noticed it. Governments are regulating AI. Companies, especially in finance, healthcare, and government, need someone to build oversight processes for how they use AI. Who is the right person for that? Someone who understands the technology well enough to ask the right questions and understand how organization actually works. The risk, the compliance, the politics, that is a senior IT professional. That is you. Role number 3, cloud and AI solution architect. If you are already a cloud or solution architect, this is your most natural move. You are not becoming a machine learning researcher. your advisor on how AI services connect to existing enterprise infrastructure. You already know how cloud services work. Learning how AI fits into the architecture, kind of extension, not the reinvention. And here is the position shift I personally made. I stopped describing myself purely a cloud infrastructure leader. I started framing my work as helping enterprise adopt AI at scale using cloud architecture as the foundation. Same experience, same skills, completely different way the market perceives my value. You don't need to become a different person. You need to reframe the person you already are for the problems the market is desperate to solve right now. So, your action for the week: update your LinkedIn headlines today. Try something like Cloud and AI Infrastructure Leader, helping enterprise team adapt AI at scale. Takes 2 minutes. Do it before this video ends. Alright, let's bring it home. 5 strategies, 1 action each, all doable this week. Action 1. Download Cursor, turn on Microsoft Copilot in Teams, use it in your next meeting. Action number 2. Write down 3 judgment calls from the last year, put them on LinkedIn. Action number 3. Block 30 minutes daily starting tomorrow. Start Google AI Essential on Coursera. Action number 4. Update one honest LinkedIn post this week, something you genuinely know well. Publish it. Action number 5. Update your LinkedIn headline with AI positioning before you close this tab. And if you do only one thing from the list today, do number 5. It takes 2 minutes but changes how the entire market sees you. I want to come back to where we started. That feeling of waking up and seeing another new AI tool trending and thinking, am I supposed to know all of this? That feeling doesn't fully go away. I still have it sometime, but here is what I have learned to do with it. I use it as a reminder that I am still paying attention, that I still care and try to adapt myself. Also, it reminds me the people who built the infrastructure for internet to run, the people who navigate the shift from data center to cloud, the people who figured out Kubernetes and DevOps when they were new and scary, those people are not suddenly absolute because of AI came along. They are the most qualified people in the world to manage and govern AI and to make sure it gets used in the right way inside the real organizations. That's us. Always remember that. This is AI All Around. Thanks for watching. See you in the next episode.